Hello everyone, just give me a moment. I'm just trying to clear out my cache on Twitch because I'm noticing some things aren't loading properly. I also need to let people know that I'm on. Hopefully this hasn't broken. I'm pretty sure I'm still live. Just I'm not logged in.
Yeah, he's just deafened.
No, don't want you. Hush. Thank you. Yes, I've already accepted your cookie thing several times, Twitch. Shut up. Yes, I know I'm live. Put me on a live page. Please tell me that I can actually see myself. Yeah, remind me later. Sounds good. Stop with all the pop-ups. You're worse than a mobile phone game. Yay! Right, so I just needed to clear out my cache. Brilliant. Right, okay, so that side's working. Let me just update everybody online. I know we can get stuff done. God, today I'm not very organised, am I? Very terrible today. Mind you, it's been like that for the past on and off so often. Not intentionally, but it's just, yeah. One more update. Right, cool. That's that done. Right, okay, so today is gonna be Amiga sorry. It is Amiga August. Today is going to be Amiga format CD15. We're going to be looking at Deuteros like we did on Friday, which is looking quite good. Excuse me, nose is itchy. And also degeneration as well. So we've got quite a bit to do. So let's get on with it pretty much right now. So I'm on streaming. Just need to press the button. And the other button for you. And obviously you can't see anything because recently I changed that to do something else. There we go. Right, we're all up. Cool. Okay, that needs to go into here. Get the sign set up just in case. So we're on Seriously Amiga. Where did we get up to? I think we're just on the graphics. Yeah, because there was Font Rave 3 that I thought was Povray, which I still need to look into. I've not got around to that yet. So we're on MISC. activity, what's that? Activity meter. Introduction. There are a lot of programs to monitor your CPU activity. Now this is a program to monitor your activity. It counts mouse clicks, mouse moves and keystrokes, features E-source included. So E, I believe, is a programming language. Only accepts real mouse clicks and movements. Screen boundaries don't matter. Commodity, font sensitive, configurable, air export and more. Let's have a quick look. I'm assuming that'll go in the background. Okay. Amiga meta format. Graphics meta file format also for EPS, CGM, GEM, AI. So that's going to be Adobe Illustrator, HPGL, and DR2D. So this is a vector file thing. Support library for painting in raster ports. Windows creating meta files. I'm writing GEM, CGM, HPGL, DR2D, AI, and EPS files. AIFU with source in ENC. Header files with modules for C and E. You can use MetaView for viewing ANF files, I think that is. There's a set of graphics routines, line box marker based on virtual coordinates. The existing library is a front end for painting in Windows. REST ports, writing in meta files, and create EPS, CGM, GEM files, but all withdrawing the same virtual coordinates, just like Windows meta files. So that's the E source. What does E look like? Looks like Pascal. A lot of ifs in here. Okay. And the same one in C. Lots of nested ifs as well. With a while stuck in there. Amiga World. One second. Okay, so we've got hello friends and neighbours, best wishes to all and welcome to a new version of Amiga World. Gateway 2000 has purchased Amiga technologies, so in the near future there will be thousands nonsense, millions of new Amigas sold all over the world. Until then, I kindly ask for the few Amigans still alive and kicking to become a registered user of this program if you like to use it, because developing such a program and keeping up to date is quite an enormous job, and enormous jobs only make fun if you get some feedback, especially in the form of money. Yes, this approach is as capitalistic, but after all, we live in a capitalistic world, and there's only one way to know the hard facts about this world and forget about recession stuff. Recession stuff some banknotes into an envelope, send it to me right away, and get the latest version of this wonderful software. And then the same again in German. It's an informative and up-to-date database with much information about every country, many descriptions and maps. This documentation was made to show you those abilities of Amiga World that might not notice by experimenting. Please have a look at the example. Let's have a quick look if it'll run. Side font not found. Okay, so it has a default font, that's good. Demo version of Amiga World has save and print options for disabled, and you can access data on dependencies for 40 Deutsche Marks only. You can order a key file that will enable all the features of this, and in a future version of Amiga World, have a look at the documentation. Okay, let's have a look at the UK. I think we've seen this before. Language, English, locally the Celtic languages. Cimbric, Welsh. What? Cimbric? Welsh and Gaelic. Unless they mean Cimbric as in maybe Northern Ireland. Religion, Anglican, Protestants, Catholics, Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus and Jews. And tells you all the different members that they are of. And this was, what, 97? Something like that? Yeah, 97. Look at Switzerland, where I've been recently. Language, German, which I did here. French, when they mix with German sometimes, and Italian, don't know about that one. That must be the southern part of it. Religion, Roman Catholics, Protestants and Muslims. Yeah, I did find that the one interesting thing about Switzerland was they spoke a lot of German. They tend to throw in a lot of French words in there. So like I think velo is the French word for bicycle, and they use that in Switzerland as part of the language. It's kind of weird. Clicon. What did it do? Like the Icon X program that came with Workbench, Clicon is used to launch shell scripts from Workbench via icons. Nothing, Clicon, maybe? Nothing new, you might say. Additional to what Icon X does, Clicon or Clicon, perhaps? Icons might get activated together with additional icons, extended selected with the shift key, which names devices and volumes are given as arguments to the shell script. But note, however, you have to shift select as Clicon icon first. Due to the arguments, the scripts are very flexible and can emulate the behavior of complete Workbench programs. See examples. A typical example will be a floppy installer icon. If activated together with the volume symbol, the selected device gets initialized and much more. Okay, so basically just a quick way of doing Cli stuff, no problem. CLVR win Clever Win. Is a Smart Win clone which uses the Notify Intuition library to patch the Open Window Tagless function of Intuition so that all windows will be opened in a fast, smart, fresh mode. In opposite to Smart Win, you can select which pub screens and tasks should be ignored. This is useful for shell windows which only feature cut and paste in simple refresh mode. Not quite sure what that is. Day Watch. New name used to be called Mayland. Mayland is dead, long live Day Watch. I've recently been contacted by Mayland TM, which if you didn't know is a Danish company which sells calendars. They didn't like my use of their name. I have therefore changed it to Day Watch, which was suggested by Peter Wheel. Is it Wheel, perhaps? It's a useful reminder program, that's why they didn't like that. It's a very powerful calendar program. That's why I got told off for that one. Fair enough. Disk safe. No longer non-validated disks. Keep disk value from accidental resets by catching a reset signal and writing the bitmap information first. Okay. Disk speed. Yeah, another disk speed testing program, but with a few differences. It was designed to give the most accurate results of true disk performance in the system. For this reason, many of the disk speed results may look either low or higher than the current disk performance tests. Can I run it? Hopefully it won't break the machine. Detects the 030. Wonder if we get some results out of this. A lot of testing going on. Remember, I've got a CF card in here as well, quite a fast one. It has been throttled with the max transfer speed. Can I stop it partway through? Yes, I can. Cool. Yeah, it's taken a while that, but it seems to work okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. DOS prefs. Short does no click enable wildcard. Small commodity with 3 functions. Control the WildStar flag of the Amiga OS 2.0 plus DOS library. Control the no-click flags of the same OS track disk device. Provide all new Unix DOS feature. See DOS prefs doc for further information. Okay. Easy find. I'm sure we've seen this before. Yeah, I recognise the Garfield figure. So it seems to be one that they put on every so often. Envelope. This program prints addresses on envelopes using the HP DeskJet series of printers. It prints in landscape format so you can feed the envelope from its side. The program features a nice GUI allowing easy entry of addresses, and even storage of addresses, and for future use. The program is just one executable so it can be installed everywhere you like by dragging the icon. Okay. Very basic. Another envelope print. Oh, so I'm assuming this is... Why have you got 2? I don't understand the reason why there's 2 there, but never mind. FBase, it looks like a database type thing. It could be a spreadsheet. Yep, database. You can create your own customized database with a graphical interface. Up to 30 fields, up to 999 9,999 records, OCS, ECS, and AGA support. Designed for 8-color interface. Can associate a picture and sound to each record. The very first multimedia database ? That could be out for debate. Okay. Sure, a lot of Amiga people will probably tell me that's not the case, but never mind. F-split. File splitter. Because I used to have one on actually this machine here. This I'm pointing to the Pentium kind of one. The one we play Excel Escape from the Pit from. I might still have that. It's capable of splitting large files into small pieces. Even more useful is the fact these pieces may be rejoined using the standard Amiga DOS join command to recreate the original file. It's written in Amiga E. It's a nice handy thing. Hughes. SQL Server. Amiga binary, cool, get it now. SQL database to engine to create the database applications. For people that don't know what that means, you can develop example a kick-ass financial software system with relations without fiddling around with C++ code or lines and lines of code to get that address out of the long string. Just send your query to the SQL Server engine, it will sort it out for you. You can send the following to the server. So you got the classic select command there. I didn't actually start using SQL myself until Oracle in uni. That was in 2001, I think it was. A C++ compiler may come in handy, despite the fact you said, what was it again? Without fiddling around with C++ code. Okay, fair enough. But it's good there's an SQL thing there. Identity. Identify library. All began when I got mad about all the system info programs only showing the expansion boards as a number, so I wrote, oh right, okay. I think we've seen this before. So basically it just tries to name the expansion boards instead of a number with something else. Mac Agenda. Wants to be a simple phone book. I've written it to get rid of all those big applications which require to wander through plenty of options to get to phone number. I'd rather use paper phone books for that. We were rather used because now there's Mac Agenda, needs OS 2.0 Plus and RecTools library. So basically a file of facts type thing. You change. Basically Exchange, but has numerous features that will make you stop using Exchange or any other clone for that matter. Added Italian, Dutch, Norwegian, Swedish and Finnish catalogues. What on earth? Oh, that's... Is it? Doesn't really say what it is though. So I'm just trying to read through to see what it's about, but it seems to have picked up this. I'm assuming maybe because it's the same one. Oh, it's in there. Don't know. Sorry. Faster chunky output. Amiga OS knows 3 functions in the graphics library that the output chunky pixels to rest port, write pixel line 8, write pixel array 8, and write chunky pixels. Original versions of these routines in the Kickstart ROM are rather slow and have a bug that trashes the chunky source buffer. This patch installs improved versions that are often faster by a factor of 10 on a fast CPU. Requirements: Amiga OS 3 or above. Okay. Vicini. Text viewer with local ANSI pipe and public screen support. Vinci has many unique features which you won't find in any other Amiga text viewer. These are e.g. file-based and path-based, which in short gives you immediate access to a certain file path. Vicini, of course, also has all the common features such as ANSI support, adjustable tabulator size, font sensitivity, pipe support, and local support. It can open on any public screen. It's a commodity that can even extract files from LHA and LZX archives and view them without having to extract the whole archive. That's nice. You can view the Amiga guide documents in asynchronous mode, more than one Amiga window at the same time. Synchronous, only one at a time, or plain text file. You can decrunch all files packed in with XPK compressors. I know most of them are custom ones. Oh, that's nice. Now it works with executive. I'll have a look at that later. It sounds interesting. We've got VPI guide in German. View product info. Uses MUI. Not sure what it is. Wow, the graphics have gone a bit wonky there. Nope, don't know. Is this in German still? Oh, cool. Product info files view with MUI. It's a viewer for so-called product info files which are used by several people to describe their piece of software. They can be found in the Fred Fish CDs. The AMOT discs above number 100 and hopefully in every forthcoming program archive. Fred Fish CDs? What? I have no idea what they are. Program patches, empty folder, virus, no point in looking in there. CD-ROM, there's only 2 of them. Fish discs, you know, right? No. Is it, let me just look. Just look up. Term used to reference the Amiga freely redistributable library, a collection of public domain software for the Amiga. Per the README file on the disk, it was started by Fred Fish in November 1985, shortly after the release of the Amiga 1000. Okay, learn something new every day. And Escodian said full of mostly PD programs in some games. Okay, fair enough. Yep, learned something new. Well, we're seeing Index CD-ROM. It's not doing much. A Mega CD player is just a CD player. More like more non-gamery Assassins. Okay. So basically, what I'm looking at now, kind of thing. Well, not kind of thing, but what I'm looking at now. More productivity things. That's yeah, okay, fair enough. Create a public semaphore. With this little utility, you can add a semaphore to the public semaphore list. If you want to use the Osiris MPEG player for cybergraphic systems on a Picasso 96 system, in normal case that wouldn't run, but Osiris looks for a public semaphore called Screen Semaphore. Just add it to your system with AdSem. I'm taking it Osiris as part of the cybergraphic system, maybe. Because I think I've heard of that before. DPMS manager for cybergraphics. CGX stands for cybergraphics and DPMS stands for display power management signaling. So this is a program that uses DPMS feature in cybergraphics. Anyway, small program I had together the other day, hence the brief documentation. Small commodity that uses the DPMS function in your graphics card and monitor. You wrote it says the DPMS program that I had was a bit large. More importantly, didn't supply all the DPMS levels available. Okay, fair enough. We've got prefs for it. RTG Master Pro. Let's look at Cyber 56K. I'm assuming that's a new resolution. Yep. Hack to allow 56 kHz audio frequencies. Ah, so you can get Paul to do 56 kHz samples. Okay, interesting. Mode Pro. Screen Mode Prompter. Public Screen Manager can define public screens to automatically open and close as needed. I don't understand this concept of public screens. I'm assuming this is like a public screen, like the Windows. Okay. Fair enough. RTG Master, we've got some drivers in here. It's a library for graphics board using demos and games, and it's an actual library. There are a lot of graphic systems on the Amiga. There is OCS, there is ECS, there is AGA. There's a lot of Amiga graphics board standards, famous of them all being CyberGraphics. The problem with the Amiga in the last years was that the hardware is ahead of the software, especially as the games. There was powerful hardware to be found, but nobody used it. The guys who created games and demos still stuck with AGA. The guys who created the boards did not know anything about the games. RTG Master is a link between the different systems, but it's also more than this. RTG Master is a system specifically dedicated to game demo coding on graphics boards. The system includes high-speed GFX board support and also particularly ECS AGA backwards compatibility. The system runs parallel with any existing Workbench emulation, so you can use it anyways. If you install CyberGraphics Picasso 96 EGS or what else, and what is even more, for developers there exists a special support, so they can order an RTG Master driver or an RTG Master adaptation of their game. You don't want to bother with the GFX board coding part themselves. What does it mean for you, the user? Simply install the RTG Master libraries and enjoy playing the next generation of Amiga games. To install it, simply run the installer script and it will install the library to your system. Some sub-libraries for the different display systems. Okay. That's the graphics section done. Hardware. Easy Pager. Lets you easily send paging messages from your computer to a cellular radio paging devices, commonly called pagers. If you've never seen one before, I have one here. That's a pager, and I have this because one of my contract jobs is looking at, well, helping someone with server stuff, and they are loud bloody things, that I can tell you that for now. Yeah, so that's a normal pager. And I could test it, but I'd rather not because it's quite loud. I don't want to annoy my neighbours. It's not exactly living in a semi-detached house. I'm living in a terraced. So yeah, thin walls. Only supports some German paging devices right now. Okay, so it probably wouldn't work anyway because that's Dutch. The one annoying thing I found about that page was it keeps going off every time it changes the carrier signal. And you can be in one place and it'll go off like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, they probably do use them in hospitals. I was surprised to have one, but the guy who looks after the service says it actually works. And the way it sets it up is when a server goes down for too long. I mean, I get. There's a piece of software called PagerDuty, and that'll ring my phone and everybody else's that's on duty at the moment. And if a page is on, that'll go off as well. So it seems to work. So yeah. So yeah, there we go. That is a pager program. Amiga load. Software and hardware that makes it possible to display some information. CPU free mem about your Amiga on a moving coil instrument, LED supply or LCD or similar. Amiga load can also display all the information on your workbench screen. Don't be afraid to send questions. Okay, let's have a quick go and see if it works. No, you cannot page me anytime. Sorry, but and I wouldn't even put that as a channel redeem either, because I know you'd all abuse it. So here we go. That's chip RAM, fast RAM. How much is ready in the CPU load there? It's a bit smaller. It's nice. I page responsibly. Cool, so we can change. We've got fast mem and chip mem. Let's do that one. Ah, it's nice. I do like the fact that it shows you all the differences. That's quite nice. Fair enough. I would not be responsible. IDE fix. I had to use this quite recently to get the CD drive running. So it is also in Amiga format CD15 from about 1997. You can find if you look on EAB, there is a bunch of cracked because this software is not available anymore because this is one of those ones where you've got to have a serial for it. So there are some serials for stuff on EAB forums. Feel free to have a look. Not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that, but I might as well because most of these programs aren't, being in use anymore, and you might find use out of them. Scantech, the scanner driver. We've seen these type of things before. Don't know if we've seen this particular one. So I don't know if anybody had a scanner back then. SCSI fixes. CNET device. Major Dome. Because that looks like Ash Jeeves. Imagine getting in trouble for promoting 40-year-old device. I'm just pointing it out, that's all. It's in French by the looks of things. My French is terrible. Let's see if we can actually get something connect. Nothing seems to be working. Oh, hang on. Oh, is this like a phone thing? Finetra's window. Chronogram. Is that something to do with time? Sequencer? What? I don't French, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done French. I know some words. Like, Vu is you. Disk, that's going to be... possess a disk for... No, I'm not seeing what this... I thought it might actually say what this is, but it's not. I can't see... Description. Module for a charge. Oh, we've seen these before if this is what it is. So I'm wondering whether it tells you how much you've been charged on the phone. Module, and this is charge a... Like, that's what I'm wondering whether that might be. Minitel, I think, is probably one of their basically like the BT for France, maybe. Maybe, yeah. Vaguely remember Telecharger when I used to be on the what place did I used to download from that was entirely in French? One of the abandonware sites. I think it was a French one. And you kind of quickly learned that Telecharger was to download. From the ROM sites, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Well, maybe not ROM sites, I was thinking more abandonware. Oh, no, no, you might be right, actually. I'm trying to... Yeah, you might be right, actually. Which one was it? Was it the one that used to... I think it would give you a few seconds before it did the download. Was it that one? And it was quite a popular one as well, I think. Planet Emu, that might be the one. Yep. No, Zofaster Main, I vaguely remember Zofaster Main for downloading emulators, but not the ROMs. I could be wrong on that one. He might have had ROMs at first, but I'm pretty sure he's mostly doing. He mostly did emulator stuff. Right, so this has got something to do with modems then. Not quite sure what that is, but it's probably something around that. STU to see the Amiga system test utility. This concludes the diagnostic system test and the documentation needs to explain its operation. It's the unregistered version of STU. See documentation for registration. We almost. Oh, ads are starting soon. And we're back in about 3 minutes.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
Unauthorized accessing engineering control. Unauthorized accessing engineering control. Class C security alert.
Yep, that was System Shock 2, and it was a trailer thing for it, and I did do a Let's Play on the channel up there, the YouTube one, some time ago. It took me a lot of parts to get it done. I think it was split over sporadically. I know I've been kind of neglectful a little bit of the YouTube channel. I have been doing... What's the last thing I did do? I was playing Duke Nukem 3D with the VR unit. And that's quite fun, actually, playing some old school stuff with the VR. You've already seen me play, was it Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 with the VR system? And that was a lot of fun. It's still quite a lot of fun playing some old school stuff. I think you might see me play Quake on there. Quake was fun. And Doom was fun as well, because it's using the OpenGL bit, but it still feels very doomy. What else have we got on there? The program that has the Duke Nukem 3D also includes other build engine games, including Redneck Rampage, which is quite a tough game, Shadow Warrior, Nam, not Nam, but Dam, sorry. What else was on there? It does include expansion packs for Duke Nukem 3D as well. So I finally got to play Duke it out on the DC, which is supposed to be one of the better expansion packs for Duke Nukem 3D. It was actually quite good. Did like going into the White House and things like that one with that one. I think the worst one, well, not the worst one, because Nuclear Meltdown was okay. I wasn't a big fan of Life's a Beach because you had to, for some reason, I don't know whether it's something to do with the download or something like that, but unlike Duke It Out in a DC where you could just basically play it, with Life's a Beach you've got to kind of go around the level. It's not easy to start the level up, I found. So it's a bit so-so with that one. Just trying to think what the other ones were on Build Engine. I think that's mainly it, isn't it? So, Shadow Warrior, Redneck Rampage, and Duke Nukem 3D. It's the main three. Either way, they're on there. They're quite good. They're quite fun to play in VR. Remember finding the Bubblegum Crisis mod for Redneck Bubblegum Crisis. Never heard of that, unfortunately. On the first, when I did Bubblegum Crisis mod Redneck Rampage, the first thing that's come up is archive.org. Unagi's Bubblegum Crisis partial conversion mods with Build Engine games. Series of partial conversion mods made for Duke Nukem 3D, Shadow Warrior and Redneck Rampage, based on the series Bubblegum Crisis. They appear to be made during the early 2000s by a modder named Usagi, and were originally uploaded to Raven's Garage, a Bubblegum Crisis fan site. Anime with the girls in power suits. No, I've not seen that one. Well, someone's preserved it. So, for you, I will put this in chat so you can have a nosy. There you go. I've had to reboot the Amiga as well because I tried to open this document and everything just went I think it was because I was trying to load that French program and it just basically just chewed everything. So the STU is an Amiga system diagnostic. Its purpose is to test disk drives and memory on any model of Amiga using the operating system functions. With this program, it tests all the memory and disk functions of the system. Users the ability to test individual drives for errors. The test performs may be random or serial in nature. All input-output is performed by asynchronous manner, allowing the system to schedule each drive as needed. This allows faster drives to get ahead of the slower ones and create the best test possible. Each drive is set up and tested individually. You can set up to 7 drives at a time. So yep, there we go, testing utility. So we've managed to get through another few. We've got these left to go. Just quickly have a look. Workbench being quite large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip these two for now. Or for this week, but I'll come back to these two next week. We'll do the programming one. We'll see what's in here. So what we've got a MUI. Dev stuff. MUI developer package for Blitz Basic 2. The site's still up. Let's have a look. Is it look exactly how you first remembered it, or is it about an update? Because it does look very... It's got that very thin kind of 90s look to it. Let's have a look at the site. Yes. Do love sites that still hark back to that sort of era. What was the other ones? There was the Space Jam one that still had that kind of just... What was Space Jam? Was it 97 or something like that? But it still had that kind of aesthetic. And then the Jesus Saves website, where the background was just this kind of psychedelic colour thing. I don't know if that's still around. Still always fun when you see those. DigiNet README. Easy Server network handle for games programs. Server network handle, is that perhaps? Surface. Always wanted to make games or programs that could support serial network. This will maybe be the solution for you. This library will do all the dirty work for you. All you need to do is call, read, and write functions to communicate. No more hustling, setting up structures, ports, and pools to use the device. No more do I/O. From version 3, you can even do dial-up via modem or receive the modem by calling a function. The function do the dial wait, stud, and return error or board speed. You can even make your own BBS program. Tested with DuArt device 101 with no modem cable. Tested against modem, should work fine with serial device and compatible devices. Do not use with other devices, just track this device. Doesn't seem to work with the no modem device. Perhaps the default init caused this. Okay. MCC stuff, HTML text, that is for MUI. Custom class. Displays text written in HTML. It may be used in a similar way like text object or float text object. Pop-up menu user, sorry. Another pop-up menu library. This was something that was quite often used. I mean, I suppose you could argue this is a bit of a pop-up thing, but it's not as standard. That's only because I've turned on the auto hide duck for a bit more space. Dev kit for graphics card X. Sorry, not graphics card. Cyber graphics. Oberon version 4. Why have I heard of Oberon? Requires at least a O2 and a minimum of 1.2 megaframe memory. Is it a specific dev thing? What are you? I can't switch screens. Well, the power isn't flashing, so I don't know. Something's taking its time. Just about to see the yellow stuff on there. Not very good to read though. Nope. Doesn't like it. Oh, we've got a mouse in horrible yellow. My tool, system tool. Finally, I can get to the top of the screen. Nope. There we go. Yes. Some programming thing, but I have no idea what it is. It feels like it's kind of similar to... This makes it look like it's kind of Visual Basic. But... no, don't know. And then we've got another MUI add-on. Right, so that's it for this segment. We'll be coming back to next week and looking at the sound and workbench. And then we've got this section done. Once we've done that, we can go into the reader stuff and see what mixed bag is in there. And for those of you who don't know, reader stuff can be anything. It can be pictures, games, other productivity stuff. It's just a mixed bag in there. So that's what that is. Just do a reboot. Clean out anything that's in the system. And then we can get to the next part, which is Deuteros, because on Friday we got a new thing happening. So essentially what I was doing with Deuteros, because I originally started it for Amiga Monday, but then it got a bit sort of difficult, and then I had to re-strategize, and I tried it again, and I seem to be doing a lot better. But then I realised that you can only have a certain... Well, I say realised, but then I found out that you can only have a certain amount of ships. So what I couldn't do was have one ship per moon and planet. I could only technically have it as one ship per planet. So, as by this point I'd already colonised quite a few sections. And I'd got quite a few... basically battleships going, and it was doing quite well, which was quite good. And then I think on Friday I thought, you know what, I keep seeing these methanoids. Let's just go through the rest of the system, find out where they are, and just take them out, which is what I did. And we got a new cutscene through to that, but this system doesn't seem to like it, so for some reason, because it keeps kicking the game out every so often, and it had to do it just at the point as the cutscene came in. So we're going to redo that section again, and hopefully I should have the no cache on this, so I'm hoping that's gonna. Don't start with that. Alright, so that no cache is on. Just gotta turn this down a bit. There we go. So that's what we're up to right now. And I called it Test Wipeout because I wasn't quite sure if it was going to go well. So let's load that section up again. And basically I was just going through and just basically going, right, just get rid of this one, get rid of this one. So where we are, we're on Triton. Right, so Nereid. I think the rest of these are kind of okay. Nereid is empty. N3. N4. Right, they're empty. So I'm going to go back to Earth. I think the last ones were at Pluto. They started getting a bit tougher as well. Alright, you can give up some of your drones. You can then set course to Pluto. See who's there. Get gone. Yeah, see, we're losing at this point, but as long as we basically manage to hit hard, I'm gonna flee at a certain point. flee now. You can go to Jupiter. I'm going to save here. Mercury, you can, you're an admiral as well. Set course to Pluto again. Charon, which is oddly smaller than Pluto. And then the last one, the Courier, which we had originally. That's fine, I don't mind doing that. Set course to Earth. Right, hopefully this will be the final showdown. There we go, so that's the last one done. Special bulletin from Berry, head of research. We are certain that there are no methanoid colonies left in the solar system, although a few warships may remain. We have discovered a design for the Star-class galleon SCG in the Metanoid production records. If they have built starships, then this is not the last we shall see of them. Message ends. Oh, the same thing again. Okay, fair enough. Right, so we have a new thing that's popped up now. Star Selector. Disk access. I might as well save. Should we save here? Save. Right, okay, so I'm going to change this to... what do we call it now? Post wipeout. Right, so first things first, let's start researching. We've got a chassis. Special bulletin, we have designed an adaptation of the galleon chassis for the use as a battle drone. It's more powerful than the IS drone and is capable of interstellar flight. Excellent. Now we've got helium deuterium fuel. And lastly, the battle drone. There we go. We've got Star Selector, Sun, Proxima, Centauri, Lalande, Sirius, Cygni, Procyon, is that? Tau Ceti. Okay. Wonder how long it is before we get pestered, but whilst this is happening, let us start getting the rest of the solar system up and running. So we own... well, we own all of it now, but we need to... you can stop. Go back to Earth. Okay. Need to start building OF frames again. I can't build them. Great. I need more titanium. In fact, what was my shuttle doing? No, it's picking up titanium. Okay. I need gold for this as well now. Oh, look at that. What are you missing? You want copper. You just want copper. Okay, who's got copper? Give me a moment. So we should kind of be quarter of the way to maybe halfway over finishing this game now. Because in the original game, you just needed to get rid of most of the enemy. Right, okay, so somebody needs copper. No, no, stop it. Mercury's got a ton of it. Gone to Oh, the chassis looks a lot different than I thought it was. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Do I have to make a DFCC? And then I need to do, was it helium? Nobody's got HE, so I need helium. Nobody's got helium. Oh dear. Who's got helium? Anybody? That'll have to be Jupiter. So I need to redo. Please empty the current pod. There's only one slight problem with this. I'm gonna have to dismantle this anyway, because nobody can... Right, hang on. I'm not thinking about this properly. Because I still need... to get helium. One... I'm glad it's done that. Right, okay. So I'm gonna get attacked again. I absolutely need helium. Send you off. Stop you. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we're going to go to Jupiter. And we're going to lose this one. Maybe. Right, so it was good to see that particular cutscene, but I think I'm being a bit too presumptuous. I absolutely need to get myself to have helium pretty much straight away. So what I might do is not tomorrow, because I'm not going to be in tomorrow. Next Deuteros game. I'm going to reload the test wipeout. And I'm going to take out those at Pluto, but I'll leave the courier. And the reason why I'm going to do that is I can start to build and get more resources before I take on the last one. So I'll try and keep an eye on what gets built. And I'll probably end up being a tapped load anyway, but it's probably better if I do that. And then when I'm finally ready with a lot more helium deuterium, I can then sort of go back and kill the rest of them and then start doing the next drives. So that's probably the better idea, is to do that. So I need to do some more more resource building, more pushing the methanoids away a little bit, just to leave them at Tucuria. I don't know if they will build any more bases, but we'll have to see on that one. And I think that's what my next objective is going to be. But at least we got to see the next part of the game, which is good. How did the strangers go? I couldn't get past the jail bit, and that's the difficult one at the moment. So once I get past the jail one, we'll be fine to move on, because I'm on... Sorry, I keep yawning. So we started on the underground, we did that one. Then we had this kind of lava bit, we've done that one. And now we're on the prison bit, and that's the tough one at the moment. So I'll have to wait. That will be, might be Wednesday or Thursday before I do that one. Yeah, we'll have to see on that one because I'm not going to be in tomorrow. But I've not finished yet. We've still got to do a bit of degeneration. So let's switch over to degeneration, get a bit more of that done, and we're going to call it a stream. It's 93, I think it is. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Bit too late for that now. too late. Oh no 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 no! Forgot about this guy.
For the fallen!
I've got a raid. Give me a moment. Hello everyone, popping in for Cypher's raid. Thank you very much for the raid. Hope you've been doing okay. Hopefully I should get a notification of what you were doing. 8-bit battle royale with this Amstrad CPC versus Commodore 64 and ZX Spectrum. Alright, so who won that one then? Amstrad for Roll Around and C64 for Thunderblade. No, so ZX Spectrum did not get anything. So disappointed. Amstrad leading with 11 wins, Jesus. Yeah, well. Anyway, I do Amiga Mondays on Monday, as you can see. Currently, we're getting through Amiga format CD15. Most of the productivity stuff is done now. We've got the sound and workbench stuff to go through next week. Had a look at Deuteros, which I've been playing for a while just because it's a bit different. I managed to get a good strategy going, so I've managed to finally get the next ship on, but I've had to re-strategize again because it's still quite difficult, and I've kind of left myself in a position where I'm a bit more vulnerable to attacks. So I need to do a bit of re-strategy and some resource making, so I'll be doing that on the next stream. And then I've been playing this because at this point Deuteros was... Problem is a lot of it is resource managing, and that can be a bit boring, so I've decided to move onto Degeneration whilst bringing in Deuteros every so often. But because of Amiga Monday, I thought, well, I'll just add in Deuteros on top of that as well, since I had the new strategies, and it seems to be kind of working, so that's what we're doing at the moment. C6410 when Specky on 6 over 10 streams now. Spectrum needs to pick up the pace. Have you played Bounty Bob Strikes Back yet? I don't know if that is Amstradable, because Spectrum's got a good port of that. I don't know if it's, yeah, like I said, I don't know if C64 and Amstrad has it, but it probably does. It's a cool game to do, yeah. It's, I'm planning on doing so on Sundays, I do like any system, and I'm deciding to do mine at 49er and a Spectrum version of Bounty Bob Strikes Back as a full play on a Sunday, but that won't be until I've finished Warriors of the Eternal Sun on the Mega Drive, which at the moment I'm doing not too badly at. Oh no, I don't want to go this way. I know exactly why I don't want to go this way. Shit. Ooh. I don't know how many should die at that point. With the spec, it's been a look at the draw. Yeah, I get that. Millennium 2.2 was class started Deuteros but never finished it. Yeah, well, we started... Someone suggested I do Deuteros, but I'd never played the first one, so I thought I'll play Millennium first. We completed Millennium, and then I moved on to Deuteros. But Deuteros is very difficult. Well, it's more it's more in depth, I'd say. There is a bit of difficulty to it. I think he's just kind of pulling the right strategy for Deuteros. Nope. Got a bomb, but I don't have a shield. Okay. Where did you come from? See, it's not there now. It's like they put it at random just to piss you off. So those are the kind of sort of clones that will come and basically follow you through screens and blow you up just because they're a pain in the ass. And this, by the way, is the furthest I've ever been on this game. Ah, such a bad way to start. Don't have that many lives either. And I've trapped myself. What a surprise. It's not the first time we've done that. And I was being sarcastic about not the first time. There was a particular puzzle whereby I kept hitting the wrong button, meaning that I'd locked myself in. It was one where you had to bounce the shots off the walls as well. The HD version of this on the Switch. Ah. Well, this does allow saving, but it only allows saving per level. So you know when you come into the level and it kind of like swings down from the big yellow pipe. That's where it allows you to save. Oh Jesus, when did you come back up? Stuff now. Do I have any grenades? I've got one grenade. Yeah, it could work on the. I can see what you mean there by the size of it. Mind you, there were some massive games in the Spectrum anyway. Things like, is it Movie? Was quite a big. So I remember mapping that one out. That was quite huge. I think it just depended on how well you did the programming. No! Shit. I mean, look at the original Batman. You know, the one where where you gotta find all the pieces of the Batmobile. Pretty sure that had been considered quite big. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. It's not like a simple pattern-based moving around, it really is it. Especially when the ball's trying to attack you. Maybe, I don't know. I suppose maybe it could be done. Oh, for fuck's sake. I need to figure out where the, how that's been... Oh, didn't realise I had a new life. Nope. You know, just shifting boxes to get to a higher height, yeah. Ooh. How did you get back up? That's that wasted. Which means I've got no... I can see the bomb behind me. So with the bomb you can just drop it. White used a grenade there, to be honest. You know when you get to that point whereby you think you're making an improvement and you just keep messing up every 5 minutes. Swear to throw that in just to throw you off. Right, okay, I've got to do this properly now. Yeah, so this is the furthest I've ever been with this game. I've played it here and there, but nothing massive. Sometimes you can get it, sometimes no. Got you. Just... You know what? I'm just going to ignore that for now. Already lost a life. Oh, come on. Such a horrible way to start a level. Especially when you've only got not many lives. Careful. Right, this one is the bugger one. And I completely missed it. Damn this isometric style. Nope, 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 ah! So I missed, but I was luckily managed to scrape through on that one. Right, got it. It's one of those, is it? You'll have to excuse me if I'm having to redo this over and over again, but there are certain areas in this that are just frustrating. Right, this one. No, that button doesn't do anything. Unless you shoot it, maybe? Oh no, didn't want that. Oh, cool. No, don't. Can I place a bomb? Oh, no, no. Dead. Gonna say, can I place a bomb here? And they go over the... Oh, wait a minute. They blew up the pressure plants. Not that specific. Well, I'm getting there. I'm going to do another 15 minutes of this and I'm going to call it a stream. Hopefully I can get to the next section. No problem, thank you very much for the raid, Zypho, and see you soon. Okay, thank you for popping in, Lucas Rainford. Have a good night. Night to you too, Zypho.
For the fallen!
And we've got another raid from Retro Gaming Music. You son of a... Can't believe it. It always pushes that way. Give me a moment from those of you coming in from Retro Gaming Music channel. Nope. You got August playing game music on the Yamaha. All the Amiga stuff, cool. Yeah, sorry, it was just the this particular part of the level in Degeneration. It's very frustrating. Anyway, thank you everyone for the raids from again from Retro Gaming Music. I hope we've had a good stream with Retro Gaming Music. I'm doing Amiga Mondays like I usually do. I basically go and do Amiga format CD look-throughs, so I look through everything, including productivity. And then I do some gaming as well. Sometimes I do demo scene. I have been doing it regularly, but there've been a few games that I've been continuing on with, like Deuteros, which requires some thinking. It's not as simple as the first game. So I've been kind of bouncing into that and out of it, and I've also been playing the Stranger CD-ROM which is on the Amiga August month. But other than that, I just play general retro gaming things. Sundays I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons Warriors of the Eternal Sun on the Mega Drive. That's been quite an interesting one. Thank you for the follow there, Pac-Man Groot. Thank you again for the raid there, Retro Gaming Music, and have a good sleep. Thank you for the follow there, Kenny 10 Man. Right. See if we can get through this. Oh, come on. Nope. Not a chance. Got you this time. Ooh. Just clip the wall. Gotta get in the right position. Oh wait, I can't. Because one of these is a bad one. Oh, that was a nice shot. Alright, so here. Made it. Ooh. Get over there. Oh, thank God. Control and S. Control and R to make sure. Yep. Got another grenade. Coming out at the wrong time. Completely forgot about that one. Should have gone up. Interesting game, don't remember it from back in the day. Remember some copies of it floating around, you know, from when you get Amiga discs and somebody's copied a bunch of games. Degeneration was certainly one of them. Gotta be careful. Oh, it's this way I've got to go. Nope, nope, this way. Aha, hello. I'm Irislav. I'm glad to see that somebody... excuse me. My friend, I must tell you in not much time, we must find a way out of this building as quickly as possible. I wouldn't mind knowing what you were called. For 2 hours, our communications links have been severed. Using satellite aerials on the roof, I've managed to learn important information. Janok is aware of our difficulties here, but they're not sending rescuers, quite the opposite. They wish to cover up this disaster and their furtive involvement in weapons. 35 minutes ago, the corporation dispatched a fighter bomber from Sri Lanka. In 20 minutes, it should rig Singapore and attack this building. Why? I would guess they planned for such a contingency. It would be disastrous for them if the world found out that they produce biological weapons. They're determined to destroy any evidence and any witnesses. Fortunately, I've been unable to contact the authorities. You must escape from here as quickly as possible and inform the government so they may halt the attack craft. If you do not escape before the warplane arrives, we will all burn with the building. Could we go now? Cool. Fine. Come on, this way. Good luck. I'm assuming the picture over there is the reader. Oh, just saw you. You just want to leave? What are the circles on the floor? There's a grenade. Oh, no you don't. No more grenades left. Go away. I'm here to help you. They sent you, didn't they? This isn't my fault on this. I'm just an administrator. Go find a reader. What are you talking about? Ha, right. Old Superman here rescues me, brings me back to Genok HQ, and I end up like last three presidents who screwed up with a bullet in the back of the head. I'll take my chances here, thanks. Go on. Ah, could have gone straight for the door then. Adds in 4 minutes. I'll play it to this last life and I'm going to call it a stream. Oops. That was silly. Not meant to do that. Right, okay. I know that this is saved, so that's fine. Right, that is it for today. Thank you everyone for popping in, and thank you for all the raids, and thank you for all the follows today. So I will not be back streaming tomorrow because I'm away on my networking day. So I will try and do a tomorrow stream. What I would do tomorrow, I'll probably do it Wednesday or Thursday. I will put stuff in the Discord to let you know. But for those of you that don't know, usually on Tuesday when it's not an event day, I do RPG stuff. So I was playing Exile Escape from the Pit, but as we're on Amiga August, I'm actually doing a bit of Deuteros and the Strangers CD. So the Strangers CD is basically a game made in 97, and it was basically a clone of Renegade. It's basically what it is. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I'm doing challenges as well, so I need to catch up on challenges. So that is Tuesdays and Fridays at the moment during Amiga August. And then Sunday is a break from Amiga stuff where I do D&D Warriors of the Eternal Sun on real hardware. And just to, you're not quite sure what that is this game here. So that's classic D&D, not advanced. And I do have the books that I refer to, just for extra nerd points. Give me a moment. I do not have the basic set, but I do have the other 3. So this is what I will be referring to as I go through. It's been quite handy. So that's Sundays. And that's pretty much it. So until maybe Wednesday, Thursday, I'll let you know. Before I go, I need to go and do some raiding. And no, you're not starting snoozing. Thank you. Add snooze for 5 minutes. No point in having ads if I'm going. Let's do a raid before I do anything first. Okay, let's see if I can go and do a sneaky raid to a fellow Amiga Monday streamer, which is that girl Joey who's playing Darkmere. Let's see if he's still playing, because usually I can get a sneaky raid in. Come on, stop with the circle and just show the screen. Yep, she's still playing. Cool. So let's go and raid that girl Joey. Right, until then, I will see you all later. Bye. Or till, Wednesday, Thursday, if not Friday. So I'll see you then. Bye.